Good day, YouTubers. There is a lot going on today. So, Meghan Markle and Harry's Oprah interview will be bigger than the Super Bowl, but U.S. viewers are divided over who to support. Bigger than the Super Bowl. I am really curious to see if it will be bigger than the Super Bowl. We have both pro and con, people coming out for Meghan and against Meghan. Let's just read some of these comments because they're very interesting. Meghan Markle's best friend, Jessica Mulroney, defends the actress ahead of the Oprah interview. This is really interesting because Meghan just completely canceled Jessica Mulroney after her fight with Sasha Exeter, and Mulroney has just been destroyed. It'll be interesting to see what happens here if Meghan will bring Jessica back into her good graces, or if this is just Jessica, throwing her hat in the ring, and then if the interview fails and people turn against Meghan, that would be a great opportunity for Jessica to pile on against Meghan. That's very interesting. We have Meghan's co-star, Patrick J. Adams from Suits. He's just tweeting. He's got a tweet storm going, and he's very positive about her. She fell in love. She moved to a new country, became a household name across the entire globe, and began the difficult work of trying to find her place in a family dynamic that can at best be described as complicated and at worst seemingly archaic and toxic. Okay, so she didn't even last 2 years. And then they welcomed Archie, and on any sort of decent planet, that would be a time to stop sharpening the knives and let those two people enjoy the magical early months and years of starting a family. But we don't live on that planet, and instead, the hunt continued. I would remind you, Patrick, that Meghan is the one attacking the royal family over and over and over, and the royal family is just sitting there silently taking it until now. And we have Chrissy Teigen. She says, these people won't stop until she miscarries. Okay. That's the ultimate victim statement. So a lot of people don't believe that Meghan did miscarry 6 months ago because how can she turn around from a miscarry and then immediately be pregnant 6 months later? Well, I'll tell you how. Archie was born of a surrogate. That's how. Okay. I actually do believe that Meghan miscarried, and what that means is she could get pregnant, but she can't carry it to term. That's a miscarry. But I also don't think she's pregnant now. I think the next child, this next announced child, is going to be from a surrogate as well. And now here's the con side. Bethany Frankel of the Housewives of New York City. Cry me a river. The plight of being a game show host, a fairly unknown actress, to suffering in a palace with tiaras and seven-figure weddings for 2 whole years, to being a household name with Oprah on speed dial, fetching $7 million for interviews, hundreds of millions in media deals. Hashtag Mary. I don't understand the hashtag Mary, the Mary hashtag. Maybe that's because she married Harry, and that's how she got all of it. Then we have Candace Owens, and she replied, I couldn't agree more. Moaning Markle needs to stop playing the part of victim. She's remains an unconvincing D-list actress. Love Candace. Okay, before the wedding, this is just an interesting headline. The royal staff nicknamed Prince Harry the hostage before the wedding. And they claim that Meghan Markle wanted drama from the very beginning. I believe that. And so finally, Harry and Meghan's Sussex Royal Charity is under review from the charity watchdog amid questions on how the organization was closed when the couple moved to the U.S. Did the palace sick the charity commission on them? The timing is very interesting. Did Harry and Meghan illegally spend charitable funds on personal expenses? That's called embezzlement and theft. Those are very serious crimes. Good day, YouTubers. Welcome back to my channel. Time for a spot of royalty. So with regard to the Sussex Royal Foundation and the movement of the money. So they destroyed the Sussex Royal Foundation, and they sent that money to the new foundation, Archwell, and they also transferred that money to Travelist. Travelist, upon its creation, was not created as a charitable foundation. It was created as a business, okay, as a business for profit, okay, and this is the worst timing in the history of bad timing, okay, because the travel industry is completely defunct with the Wu flu. I mean, the last 2 years, there's literally been no travel, so you can't, all the nations, except illegal immigration, you can cross the borders illegally, but you can't travel anywhere legally. So that's weird. I don't know why they're not controlling the border. Anyway, so they sent it to a new foundation. The Archwell Foundation, Harry and Meghan can just spend 97% of that money on themselves. Oh, I think I want some, a new dress, says Meghan, and it's $10 billion. She can just spend that money. And Travelist was not a charitable foundation. So right there, they didn't transfer the Sussex Royal to an equal kind of charity. So that is a problem. So I think that's why they're looking. So let's just kind of look. Is the Charity Commission already aware of impropriety? Well, let's see. Are they going to, let's just ask if they're going to find something, because I'm aware of impropriety. Those things I just named, they can't do that. That's embezzlement and theft. So are they going to cite them for any impropriety? Are they going to cite Harry and Meghan? Because they were protected by the crown, and I think this protection is taken away. So is the commission, the Charity Commission, going to cite them? Or are they going to give them a pass? So will the Charitable Commission cite any irregularities? Because right on the surface, now I was a CPA and I did federal audits and things like that, and I worked with law enforcement, and if you can see stuff right on the surface, you can tell that there's things wrong right on the surface. When you dig in, man, it's going to get a lot worse. It never gets better. Okay, it never gets better. It's never like, oh yeah, everything is cool. It looked really bad on the surface, but everything's cool underneath. That never happens. Okay, what usually happens is it's clean on the surface and everybody's just standing there prim and proper with their arms folded and their, the nice dresses and their feet crossed. And then you dig in and you're like, oh my goodness, what the heck is this? Okay, well, this time it's right on the surface. Okay, you can see that the transfer of the monies was not done well. And then when you dig into it, it's only going to get worse. It's not going to get better. And this is 20 years experience speaking. I know that's how it works. So the only question is, will they ding them for it? Will they say, you did this wrong, you did that wrong, you did this wrong, and we demand the following corrective actions? Because that's what needs to happen. If that doesn't happen, it's because they're covering it up, okay, which happens all the time. So are they going to ding them? Are they going to cite them for irregularities, which we can see right on the surface? Angel, Jacob's Ladder, and Fox. It's cleverness in business, cleverness. Carefully wording things. Angel is innocent. 23, 28, 7 spades. They're going to hide it. They're going to say they're innocent and they were doing everything right, and they're going to very carefully word it. They're going to word it very, very carefully. Official, business, charitable organization, no. Putting a stop to it, huh? What do we have here? Water into wine, transformation and lying. Water into wine is a great lying card, saying it's calling something that is what it is not. Okay, and in the case of water into wine, water was literally turned into wine, but water is not wine. So saying that we don't find any problems, when in fact there are terrible problems. Or they always word it, we did not uncover any wrongdoing. That doesn't mean there isn't wrongdoing. They did not uncover it. We overlooked it. You can definitely word things like that. And it happens all the time. Trinity and Star of Bethlehem working together far into the future, working together for the future. Cross and karmic relationship, the permanent relationship, and water into wine, lying. 15, 21, 28, 31. 8 clubs for the world. So we have 2 everything cards. 8s are everything. 9 is almost complete. I don't see this commission exposing Harry and Meghan for any wrongdoing. The wrongdoing is right on the surface. Now, was it intended as criminal acts? No. Were they stealing the money? No. So that needs to be taken into account. There's no scienter. There's no intention to deceive. Okay, it's just, but, okay, and I was going to say they're just idiots. Okay, Harry and Meghan don't know this stuff. But they have very highly paid people, attorneys and CPAs and stuff like that, who do know this stuff. Why didn't they let them do what they do and advise Harry and Meghan? Because that's their job. It's really strange that that didn't happen. So that leads me to believe that there is funny business there, because they have the right people to do this, and they didn't let them do it right. So something is wrong. And if that's something that's wrong is just that Meghan is a control freak and thinks she knows everything, then I think some criminal charges would be in order, because I'm sorry, you have to do it a certain way. Okay, there are laws for a reason, and these laws in this case are very good and really protect the public. And so I think, a really nice slap down would be in order. So I think I already know the answer to this one, but let's look at Meghan and Harry and the palace. Did the palace send this commission, the charity commission, after Harry and Meghan? Because I think they didn't, because they would find stuff. If they're going to expose them, there is stuff to be exposed, and they're not exposing it. Meghan and Harry and Meghan, because Harry's there. Ooh. And the royal family. Did they send this? Oh dear. Look over here. We got the devil. The devil's a deceiver and a liar and a thief. Opportunity to steal from the people closest to you. 8 and 11, 19. Decision and opportunity to steal. So there is theft here. There is theft and deception and evil deeds. Okay, they need to be prosecuted. I don't see them being prosecuted. I don't even see any public report stating that they've done something wrong. What do we have over here? Did the palace send them? Scapegoat outside. Roses and olive tree. 9 and 8. 17. 5 hearts. Reacting to what's outside. So it's not them. It's not the palace. It came from outside of them. Okay, so the palace didn't send them. And I already kind of deduced this from the other cards, because if the palace sent them, they're gonna nail them for something, because they're gonna create a nice little scandal or a big scandal, and they're just gonna let the scandal flare up and fire and start a forest fire. And I don't know if you've ever seen a fire in the West. Those things can be crazy, but just let it flame, let it go. Just burn down half of California. Just see what's going on. That's what they would do, and that's not what's happening. That's not what. So it's from outside them. We have interesting cards up here. Lovers and cornucopia. This can say lovers of money. 10. It equals 3 diamonds. Lovers of money, or that's lovers of money. What do we have up here? We have snake, coffin, Incubus succubus. We have another liar card. Secrets and lies and underhanded dealings. 12 and 10, 22. Secrets and lies and underhanded dealings. So something is definitely rotten in Denmark. The devil is on Harry and Meghan's side. I don't believe Harry would never do this. Okay, and it's not because Harry's the greatest guy in the world, but it's because Harry grew up with money. He's not going to steal anything. He's a royal family member. He's definitely set. He's not going to steal anything. Meghan, on the other hand, is always after the money, after the money. She married Harry, many would argue, for the money. Okay, and she's getting a lot of money out of it, and she got worldwide fame out of it. So something is really wrong here. I think there's another, Snake is also another woman, underhanded dealings, lies, and theft. I think there are several people involved, and I don't think Harry is in control of anything. Other people do, because Harry's behavior is not like Harry. Harry's behavior is like Meghan. Why would Harry act like Meghan? Oh, he was always like Meghan. I don't think so. Did Harry or Meghan, let's ask this. Did Meghan or Harry, because it's going to be Meghan, because look at Harry's shoes. Harry's still walking around in those shoes with holes in them. Why does he do that? Because he's the unroyal royal. He's just a regular guy, and so he's going to walk around in crappy shoes and just sort of, and he's letting people know. I think this is what people love about Harry. He's not dressing like a bum. It's just that he doesn't care. He's just a regular guy, and that's what he's giving off. That's the message. So at least he's still wearing his crappy shoes. I kind of like that, personally. So did Meghan or Harry illegally spend charitable funds on personal expenses? Like a new dress. Maybe Harry wanted a new dress, or a new set of, or 20 sets of very expensive pumps, because that's something Harry would want. He would want a new dress and pumps. Or maybe Meghan would want that. But did Harry or Meghan spend these funds on themselves? Inheritance. This can be like a foundation, a fund, a foundation. So if you're going to receive a retirement, you're going to get like the 10 diamonds. That's where it's coming from, a large pot of money. So the Sussex Royal Foundation would be the inheritance. That's why the royal family shows up as 10 diamonds. Cup overflowing, flowing out of the inheritance. Decisions about money flowing out of the inheritance. This is the best money card. 25, 7 hearts. So there's no theft here. There's redirecting this fund. Redirecting this fund into the future. That's what's here. That's a statement of what happened. That's not theft. What do we have here? Sun, ruler, the government, it's exposed to the government, and there's a conflict. 4 and 13, 17, 5 hearts, and the government reacts. Okay, so they didn't directly just spend the money on themselves, which is theft and the other one, theft and embezzlement. So they didn't just spend it on themselves. They transferred it incorrectly. And in terms of an incorrect transfer, everyone probably has a 401k. If you just take that money out before the age of retirement, what happens? Man, oh man, they will come after you with hatchets. They will tax you like 40% on the money that you took out. And that's if you're an American. Okay, so they're just funds you can't touch. Same with the charitable funds. They're very strict about how charitable funds are used because they're charity. People, out of the goodness of their heart, donated this money. And if it's misused, that kind of destroys the whole idea of charity. And we've had a lot of scandals with charity. Okay, so finally, will the public receive Meghan Markle's latest attack on the royals? You know, this Oprah interview. Will they receive it favorably or unfavorably? Because that's the billion-dollar question. Because if this raises Meghan and Harry, it raises Meghan's star, then that's great for Meghan. If not,
This is the beginning of the end. So this is really, I think, a seminal moment. So will the public thumbs up or thumbs down to the Oprah interview? Ooh. Oh, look at that. Looky, looky. What's going to be the public reaction? Because it's airing tonight, right after I post this spread, this video. Executioner cutting. Executioner's a judge. They don't like it. They won't like it. The public will not like it. That's literally what it says. All the people will not like it. So overwhelmingly, it's going to get a bad response. 8, 21, 6 hearts. The relationship with the people. So this is going to alienate more and more people against Meghan and Harry. So, I'm rooting for Harry to go back to the royal family. So I think this pushes him further toward going back to the royal family. But they got the second anchor baby coming. So what do we have underneath? Player and Mother Earth and handcuffs. The actress talking about the situation that she was a part of, and a big change and a cut. So underneath, it's just more carping and moaning. There's nothing substantial here. There's nothing substantial. It's Megxit, okay? The big change, leaving the royal family. The actress Meghan is leaving the royal family. Oh, it was unbearable. I was not thriving, all that stuff. Let's add this up. 23, 24, 26, 7 diamonds, finger of God. It's finger of God. It's all outside forces. The big change had to happen because of all these outside forces. So Meghan is going to blame everyone. It's not going to go well. So this is not... It's gonna play well for Oprah, because the more drama there is, the better it is for Oprah, because Oprah's the interviewer. She's like, I didn't do that. I didn't force you to answer these questions. This raises Oprah's star. So the more drama there is, and there's going to be a lot of drama because it's now 2 hours. It's a 2-hour program, so there's a lot of drama to be had. But it's terrible for Harry. And the only question was, would it be bad for Meghan? Looks like it's going to be bad for Meghan. Very interesting. Because if you complain too much, what happens is, if you're always someone there, if you're always saying, they're really selfish, they're really mean, they're always underhanded and backstabbing, if you keep doing this enough, people turn the finger around and say, oh, wait, that's really you. You are the person who's selfish and backstabbing and doing all these terrible things. And that's what's happening. That's what I think psychologically is happening. It's the mirror effect. I'm not sure what it's really called, but it's like a mirror effect, whereas all the accusations you keep throwing at someone else, eventually they just stick to the person who's making the accusations. And I think that's what's beginning to happen here. Okay. This is very interesting because some interesting cards and some unexpected. So are they going to find irregularities? I can see irregularities. I'm a CPA. I can see irregularities right on the surface. They didn't do it correctly. They have good people to do it. They have skilled and qualified people to do it, and they still didn't do it. So something is wrong. Are they going to nail them? No. No, they're going to be found innocent. They're going to lie about it. They're going to cover it up. They're going to be very careful with their words. Oh, we love you, Harry and Meghan. That's what's going to happen. They're going to cover it up. Okay? And so the next question was, did the queen and the crown sick them on them? No, it's from outside. Okay? Because if the crown sicked them on them, they would find something. Even if there was nothing there, they could make a mountain out of a molehill, and that's not what they're doing. What is going on? All kinds of weird, funny business. We've got the devil, we've got the snake, we've got secrets and lying. The devil, snake, secrets and lying. Oh my goodness. And a love of money. And, can't let this money go. Ooh, money. Ooh, I love it. Give it, come, I want to roll in it. Ooh. Okay, and that's what's going on. So on the Meghan and Harry side, there is definitely funny business. There's very serious, very bad funny business. And weird. So now I ask, did Harry and Meghan just simply spend this money on themselves? Which is the worst. Okay, and I've done audits and investigations where that's happened, and those people get fired and then they go to jail. And it's as simple as that. Okay, and that is what should happen if that's what happened. I don't see that. I see they just didn't do it correctly. But then it's multiple steps. So they're not like the low class kind of people who take money. They just did it wrong. And then once it moves from the Sussex Royal Foundation into the Archwell Foundation, now they are legally allowed to just spend 97% on themselves. So it's not like they took the money and they just spent it. No, they put it into the Archwell Foundation and Travelist, and then they spent it. So it's one step removed. So you can't say, well, they just stole it. No, they just did it wrong. And that's what they're going to say. Okay. And it's really the same. It's really the same thing, but it's a little bit slicker. Okay. And that's what I'm saying. So is the public going to receive this Oprah interview well for Meghan and Harry? No. I think this is the beginning of the end for Meghan and Harry. This is the decline of the star. The star rises, 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 and then at some point it starts to decline, and I think that star is fading. I think this is the point where we're going to really begin to see Meghan and Harry's star fade, and I hope that Harry returns to the royal family as a result. That's how I see it. I'm Joseph Magi, author of Playing Card Divination Fortune Telling, Magi Method. Find the book worldwide on Amazon and Kindle and paperback versions. Find the full color card deck used here on Etsy, only on Etsy. Please like the video. If you like it, it helps the algorithm. Please subscribe and share. A lot of people have been unsubscribed, and comment.